Hey guys, it is Joy and I am back. I have been gone for a couple of weeks from YouTube. We have had quite a time getting back into routine after Christmas break. So, I'm out of breath. I just ran up the stairs really fast to put on lipstick because I have no color in my lips, my natural lips. So therefore I get on the screen and I'm like, I have no lips. So I put on lipstick. Anyways, fun fact. So I wanted to do this YouTube mommy tag because I've been tagged by a couple of people, and Monique from CreativeWifeLife and also Michelle. And so you guys need to go check out their channels. They will be linked below. I'm going to be looking over here a lot because that's where my questions are. So I'm going to try and make this quick because I don't have a whole lot of time and it's a lot of questions. It's 30 to be exact. So number one, what is the last movie that made you cry? I honestly don't remember, but I will say I can cry at like any movie these days. Like after I had kids, I can cry at anything. So it probably was the very last movie I watched. Actually, no, because I think the last movie I watched like in theaters was Doctor Strange, and that did not make me cry. What is your favorite thing to do when you have a couple hours to yourself? The last thing I did was clean my house. It's not my favorite thing to do, but it is a lot nicer to do that when you're by yourself than with kids constantly messing it up as you clean. My favorite thing to do though would be to go to a coffee shop, snag a couple of hours just to focus on paperwork or like read my Bible or something like that. That is my favorite thing to do. What is your favorite breakfast food? Oh, I'm a total breakfast food like foodie. I love like pancakes and waffles. I also love any kind of casserole. I love quiche. I love oh my gosh, I love it all. But I really like scones, and I have a really yummy like coconut scone recipe that I love, so probably scones would top the list. What are the top 3 home repairs you'd like to see done if money was no object? New carpet in my basement, redo a couple of our bathrooms, and what would the last one be? Probably like redo some stuff outside, like with our yard. So, what is your favorite baby name you never used? Oh, I had so many, and my husband did not like any of them. And I mean, obviously we agreed on 3, but we always had our girl name, and so we never ever had a different girl name. I had several boy names that I really, really loved, and my husband did not. Theo, what was the other one that I really liked that he did not? I don't remember, but that was really like, oh, Jude. That was probably the one we would have used if we'd had a 3rd boy. So Jude was kind of the top of that list. What is your favorite store to shop in? Probably Target. I'll be honest, like I love everything about Target. It makes me happy. It's easy to go there with my kids because I just say you can pick one thing out of the dollar spot. I know it's probably not the greatest thing to do, but it makes all of us happy. They have a Starbucks in it. I mean, there's really not anything to be unhappy about when you go to Target. What did you do before you became a mom? Oh my gosh, a lot of things. But right before I became a mom, I was working at a wedding magazine. I was kind of their office manager. Super fun job. It was actually out of my friend's house because she didn't start the magazine, but she bought it from the gal who did. So it was still fairly small, but it grew over time. And so I worked there for 2 years, and then I transitioned into being a full-time mommy. So it was a really fun job. If you could spend a day doing whatever you wanted, what would you do? I mean, I would probably want to spend it like with my husband, or I would just like to spend, if I could do a day where I just wanted to do what I wanted to do, like I would somehow, it would have to be like an out of body experience, but I would want to just spend it like not thinking about any responsibilities in life, like just enjoying my kids, going on a bike ride, playing with them, and not thinking about the million other things that I need to be doing. That would be my kind of day. How did you meet your husband? Well, funny story. We met in 2002, and let's see. Oh, yeah, okay. So anyways, how did we meet? It was through a mutual friend. This mutual friend and I had went to a baseball game with a bunch of other people. Then we went out to eat afterwards. We were sitting around this big round table, and he was like 2 over from me, and he's super quiet, or was super quiet. He still is. And I like felt sorry for him. I was like, oh, this poor guy, he's not talking to anybody. So we kind of struck up a conversation. We were talking, and then we walked outside, and he had a motorcycle, and it was red. It was like, a crotch rocket, like a Ducati. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. So anyways, I talked to him a little bit more, and yeah, that was that. Now, what was your favorite family vacation, recently or when you were a kid? My favorite family vacation. We went to Yellowstone as a kid. That sticks out in my mind. We lived in Georgia, and so we went to Disney when I was like 5, but I don't really remember too much about that. So I would say growing up, it was Yellowstone, and as an adult, it was probably my honeymoon, which was, we went to Hawaii for a week, and that was super fun. And let's see. Name 3 things you do well. Ooh, this is always hard about yourself, but I know I can do it. Okay, so 3 things I do well. Okay, so I really enjoy like administrative, like paperwork, office-y type of stuff. I really love that. Like I love to be organized. It's not something that I have to do with anyone else. It's just me and my paper or my computer. I really enjoy that. The second thing is I really feel like I communicate with people well. So I like to talk to people. I'm good at talking. I don't know if I want to admit to that. And then the third thing that I do well, I really like the homeschooling part of like coming up with fun ideas. Like I am like the fun idea girl, but I don't always follow through, but I really like to come up with fun ideas. So I got a whole Pinterest board full of fun ideas. Okay, so let's see, where am I at? Name 3 toiletries or makeup items you could not live without. Well, foundation or powder of some kind to like make it all blend together. Eyebrow pencil, believe it or not, like I always draw on my eyebrows every day. Like that's one piece of makeup I will never leave the house without. Let's see. I mean, you could be like, toilet paper, toiletry items. Okay, I won't go there. Makeup items, I don't know. That's probably about it, I guess. Name your favorite thing about each of your children. My oldest is very inquisitive and curious. I love that about him. My middle one is very like lovey and loving on me and will always give me kisses and hugs and does things a lot of times like on his own without me asking. My oldest one does that too, I guess. My youngest one is, oh gosh, there's so many things about her that are like me that actually I don't like, but I just love that she is so expressive and it's so fun to watch. So that's what I love about her the most. Name your favorite, what was your first job? My first job, like besides babysitting, but like my first job when I turned 16 was I worked in a nursing home. My dad actually was the chaplain there, and I got a job serving food in the nursing home, and I loved it. What are your hidden talents? I don't think I have any. I don't tend to hide anything that I do, so it's kind of a live out loud type of a thing. So I don't think I have any hidden talents. I mean, I'm sure there's something that you guys wouldn't know, but I can't think of any. How long did you date your husband before you got engaged? We dated for 6 months, and we dated for, about 6 months, and then we were engaged for 5 months, or 6. So anyways, we met in June, or May, and started dating in June, and we're married the next June. What are your top 3 favorite TV shows? Ooh, Sherlock. Actually, Once Upon a Time, like I love that. I know, totally dumb, but I love it. And what's my 3rd favorite? It's a toss-up. I still love like Parks and Rec and 30 Rock. Like I will go back, or The Office. I will go back and just watch funny episodes of those because I love them. I love them so much. What is the bravest thing you've ever done? Oh gosh, had kids? I don't know. I think I was just young and stupid and that, you just don't know any different. The bravest thing I ever did was I went out to New York and nannied when I was 19. I didn't feel brave at the time. In fact, I was quite the adventurer, even though I never really went all that many places. I guess that was a brave thing that I did. Where were you 3 hours ago? 3 hours ago would have been like 1 o'clock. So I think we were running errands actually, or we were still homeschooling. One of those two things. Let's see. What is one thing on your winter, spring, summer, fall bucket list? Okay, one thing on my bucket list, which is so ridiculous, and it's so funny because I put things on my bucket list that I'm terrified of. So I really want to go, what's the word? Not rappelling, but on a zip line. Like there is a zip line, a really, really long zip line, like the longest one in like a bunch of states around it, and like not the longest one in the world or anything. But anyways, very close to us, just or like an hour away. And so I really want to do that in the summer sometime, but I'm terrified. Like, I don't know if I'd actually be able to get on and go if I went. So I don't know. I'm weird like that, but that's on my bucket list. Another thing is to visit, actually New York City this spring, hopefully. My cousin lives there, and so I really want to go and visit. And then I think that's about it. Do you meal plan, and what is one weekly staple? I do meal plan. I have been horrible about it this last year, like really bad. And what is one weekly staple? Probably like tacos or Mexican food of some sort. I love it. I really just eat it for the sour cream because I love sour cream so much. When you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up? Oh gosh, I was just telling my sister, I actually remember wanting to be a firefighter and a teacher, of course, and a paralegal. I remember that was like, one of my real job things, like when I got in high school. When I was a kid. What else? I think that was about it. I'm sure there were many more. Would you rather travel 50 years into the future or 50 years in the past? Oh, this would be so hard. At first thought, I would probably go in the future. But on second thought, I would want to go in the past to see like what my dad and my mom were like. Like they would be teenagers, I guess. Yeah, they would just be like middle school, just entering high school age. And that would be really, really fun. Actually, my dad would be like 19. So that would be really fun. Would you rather travel sorry, I keep skipping around here. What has been your best Halloween costume ever? Oh, my mom made me this gorgeous Dorothy costume for a play in high school, and I always pulled that sucker out until I had kids, and then I couldn't get it zipped, and I actually tried to one time, and it busted out the zipper, so that was sad, but that was probably my best costume because it was just perfect. Night owl or early bird? Oh, so much a night owl. I really try and be an early bird, but I'm so a night owl through and through, like very night-ish owl, like past midnight. Not every night, but I'm trying. If you're having guests over, what is your go-to dish to serve? Lasagna or pizza, like always. Are you messy, neat, or somewhere in the middle? I like to think I'm neat. If you saw my house right now, you'd be like, so maybe I better be somewhere in the middle. I mostly neat, but I have 3 kids. How about that? That's my little caveat there. What is the one thing you desperately need to do but have been putting off? Oh gosh, where do I start on that? Oh gosh, like I have so many rooms I want to paint. I have so many things I want to do around my house that aren't expensive, just take time, and like there's a dresser I need to paint, and there's things like that. Name 5 YouTube moms you think everyone should be watching. So the first YouTuber I've got to say is Monique from CreativeWifeLife because she is awesome. And Michelle from A Common Life. I really enjoy her channel. And oh my gosh. There's so many that I love. Okay, I'm gonna kind of like pull from a bunch of different ones. FullTimeWifeLife, Abby from over there, she's great. I randomly love to watch this gal called Elle Florence. She's just not like your typical she's not a mom, she's not a homeschooler. She is like a lawyer living in Canada and just does a bunch of fashion style things that I would never ever buy, but it's really fun to watch. Let's see who else. Grace and Grit. She has some great motivational like exercise videos. And Homeschool on the Hill. I love Candice. And How Jen Does It, because I love her and I always have to mention her. And oh my gosh, I'm missing so many. Oh, LL at Heart, Linda. She is great. I love watching her. I'll stop there. So I hope you guys have a great day, and this was so fun to do. Thanks Monique and Michelle for tagging me, and I will talk to you guys in my next video.